Hi guys, welcome back. My name is Fahd Dawood. I talk about Dubai real estate. I've been doing international real estate for 14 years, life and your path to financial freedom. Now, this is something somebody approached me with some days ago, some weeks ago. And essentially, they wanted to work one-on-one with me. They were willing to pay me my fee, which is great. That's how I do it. However, they wanted me to be in a group, a WhatsApp group with their family, friends, business associates, so on and so forth. Now, I've got nothing against that. If I can give you advice, which I do through YouTube, which is practically free, and it can help several people, great. However, when you're working one-on-one, because I've been doing this for 14 years, I've got tons of experience on knowing what works and what doesn't work. Let me give you an example. Let's say, God forbid, may Allah keep you in good health and good safety, but you had some problem with your eyes, for instance, they've been twitching a lot. And your friend had some problems with his ears, right? They've just been wiggling a lot. And you decided, hey, let's go to the doctor, right? Sure, a GP or an ENT or an ophthalmologist, whatever the case might be, because both of you have certain situations with something around your face, right? Or your head, right? Ear and your eyes. Would that doctor look at both of you at the same time, ask you the same questions, give you the same diagnostics, and then give you the same medicine? Most likely not, right? Even if he saw you at the same time, like in the physician room at the same time, he'd speak to you individually and understand your situation individually to give you advice that's pertinent to your situation, and then prescribe you medicine for you to stop the twitching and the winking and stop the wiggling, right? So does that make sense? Same thing with property, and I've done this for 14 years. Look, I follow a particular process. If you want 14 years of my process for free, it's therealestatesecretsmap.com. Download for free from there, okay? I've done this many times, try to advise several friends at the same time. It doesn't work out because everybody's in a different particular situation. I'll give you a quick example of two investors of mine, and then you make a decision, okay? One investor owns a prime apartment, a 3-bedroom apartment, very close to the downtown prime area of Dubai, okay? Now, this apartment is no longer at the current market situation getting him the same rent it was before. Service charges are fairly high, and he bought it for, let's say, 4 million dirhams, okay? So it's an easy figure to remember, about 4 million dirhams, okay? Currently, if he tried to sell this in the market, he would only get 2.5 million dirhams, right? So he's been getting rent for about 7-8 years, but still he's losing a lot of capital on his initial investment, okay? But he's a rich investment banker. He doesn't really need the cash, right? In his particular situation, it doesn't matter what the current situation of the market is, I'm never going to suggest that he sell today. Unless there's something wrong or some other problem with the asset. I foresee massive maintenance requests coming up, other problems that might be. It's a prime property in a prime area, pretty easy to rent. The rental income's pretty decent, even though if it's not so high, right? So I'm not going to advise him to sell because this guy is rich investment banker. He's got property all over Dubai, all over Africa, London, Europe, etc., etc. The guy is rich. Why should I advise him to sell at a loss today? Now look at my other investors. So I'm telling you don't sell in the current market scenario. And my other investor, he's just immigrated to Australia, okay? And he bought a property, let's say in Arabian Ranches, semi-detached townhouse or villa, whatever the case is, for about 4 million as well, okay? Same market, and maybe the prices are at the same level. If he tried to sell, he'd also get 2.5 million. Now here's the thing, this investor, buyer and user has only one property in Dubai, and he's already immigrated to Australia, okay? Now, should he keep this property and wait for the market to recover until he starts getting rent, until he starts getting the price that he wants, while he stays in Australia in a property that's rented? Should he do that? Well, here's the thing. Now it depends on his personal situation. I'm going to give him advice around two things. I want to say this to him. Look, I personally don't consider a property that you live in an investment, because an investment is something that gives you positive cash flow. A property that you live in is a liability because you're paying out. However, we're not going to discount the other subjective factors that come into play, right? So for some people, for instance, if you're married, your wife will not feel comfortable. Now, I'm just saying this to be the truth, right? Like, your wife doesn't feel comfortable if the house doesn't belong to you. So your wife might be super and great, but there's going to be constant nagging like, hey, when are we going to buy our own house? When are we going to buy our own house? When are we going to buy our own house? So on and so forth. There's another entrepreneur called Russell Brunson, right? And he believes in this mantra as well, that your own house is never an investment because it's not giving you cash flow. But his father said to him one thing: listen, Russell, own your own house, because as an entrepreneur, it will give you the freedom to go out and take risks which are calculated and make sense to you, right? So I think sometimes logically and things that are put into your situation make sense. My advice, obviously I didn't tell him to sell because he's going to lose a lot of money as well on the house that he's bought, but my advice was that, look, it depends on your situation. Now, my gut feeling is he sells within the next year or 6 months, because for the last 3 years he's seen property prices going down. He's kept on holding. Now he's moved. He's got nobody really to manage his property in this town. Just things doesn't gel up for him, and it'll be better for him to just sell, buy a house in Australia. For some people, that's the way their life works, right? They want a property, the property they live in, they want to own it. Who are you to stop them from doing that, right? So here's the thing. Similar situations, properties bought at 4 million. They can sell them at the same price in the current market scenario. Both will lose money. One's an investment banker, doesn't need to sell. The other's personal situation is completely different. Now this I'll get to in a buyer's consultation, a seller's consultation. When I understand your situation, I'm able to give you better advice. I hope that makes sense, and I hope you understand why it's very important to follow the process. If you want to go through the process yourself, it's free, therealestateSecretsMap.com. It's helped my clients make millions. It's helped me save my clients millions. It's helped me make a lot of money, right? Download it from there, hit the subscribe button, press the bell icon. Advice needs to be customized to your personal situation. Other than that, it might as well be you going to the doctor, your doctor giving your friend ear medicine, and you putting it into your eyes. Could be dangerous, and we don't want that. Check it out on the other side. Hit the subscribe button, press the bell icon. If you haven't, what are you waiting for? Bye-bye.